What's up, comrades? Nightwolf here, and welcome to another video. Today, by the request of a few people, we're going to go over this book right here. You can see it's a very nice, very sensual black book. It's not my little black book. It's just a book with a black hardcover. This is actually a sketch pad that I bought quite a long time ago. It's very nice. I like this cover, actually. It's very nice and secured. But we're going to go over and be sharing some of my artwork, because a couple people wanted to see it and want to know more of what I draw and whatnot. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a video about it. Could be fun. Could be educational. You guys can give me input on what do you think of my art. And we're going to start with a few random picks that we got here. We have this picture of Gundam that I drew. I had the box art for the revised variant of the model kit, and I decided I kind of want to draw it. So I took the reference photo and drew it. And you can see that it's inked. And I think it turned out pretty well, actually. All things considered, it's a pretty nice looking picture, if I do say so myself, considering my somewhat minimal experience with stuff. Oh, that's another picture. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is, yeah, this is a picture of the original Gundam. I think it looks quite nice, if I do say so myself. But we're going to get into more pictures. Probably turn them to the side so everyone can see it. This picture is, well, obviously, it's a character that's an archer. It is an elf, or half-elf. This was for a D&D campaign thing that I was working on. This was going to be, like, probably one of the pictures of the character that I was going to be playing that I had built. But I haven't gotten to play a full-fledged D&D game yet, so this is what you get. But I think it turned out pretty nicely. I liked what I did with the hood and the bow. The bow's nice. I think the one gripe I would say is that it looks like he's looking away from where he's aiming, so I would probably have to turn the head towards where he's aiming. Probably, so it would be more convincing, unless he's so confident in his skill that he can't miss, which I don't think is accurate. But it's a nice picture. And as you guys can see, this is the picture for my current channel logo. You can see it. This is the original drawing, uncolored. Props to my buddy Rabbit Sensei for the one who did the coloring on that. He took it to Photoshop and colored it up for me per my specifications. That's why it looks so clean. But this was the original, this is the sketch that I did. It's quite nice. I think I did a pretty good job. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Not much else to tell. This one, just a random sketch of a bunch of female hairstyles that I found online. I thought that this would be good reference for characters and whatnot that I'd be working on. So every once in a while, I will do this. I will sketch random character hair. Probably something I should probably do some more of. I need to work on male hair. I've done a lot of female ones more recently, but I need to do some male ones because that would probably be a good idea. But I think it's a pretty nice compilation. Hopefully you guys can see all of them. You can tell me what you think about them. This one, is this the only other picture I have? No, there's one behind it. This was what I was thinking might end up being my channel logo in the future, but I'm not sure about it. I'm not very confident in this one. I think I might try it again, retool it, because I wanted to make my avatar look a bit more like a Fire Emblem character, because I am a knight, so to speak, so looking more like a knight might be appropriate. But still, it's a good concept design. I did ink it, and I think it looks pretty nice. But I just think that, particularly like with the shoulders, or these shoulder pads, or yeah, shoulder pads, makes the head look pretty small, or very large, and the rest of the body look kind of small. So I have to probably go back, retweak it, so that it looks a bit better. But I think it turned out okay. There's also this picture. This was a picture for one of my ideas for a story. This was inspired by Trigun and a few other things, but we've got the character. I'll try and get him a little closer so you guys can see him, because he's not inked. But this is the character. You can see where I got the inspiration for the revolver. Got a knife of sorts and a pocket watch thing kind of going on. And I really am quite proud of the design of this character. So I think that I might work on that story a bit more, as well as another one that we're going to get into. But yeah, this was based off of that short story that I mentioned in a stream. A couple, like last week when I was with Professor Geek. By the way, you should go and watch that video. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, this was based off the short story I was talking about. He's been revised many times, design-wise and whatnot. But yeah, that's the character that for that creative writing project that I spent so much time on. And you know what I should do is I should just dedicate myself to actually finishing that story, and then, you know, kind of wipe the slate clean and get into it. But now, we're going to go into the main event here. The book itself. Now, I will preface this by saying a lot of these pictures are incomplete. And they're not all gems. Excuse me. I had soda before I started this. That was probably a bad idea. Anyway, god damn it. Hiccups. We're gonna... Ooh, what am I gonna show? What am I gonna show? But anyway, we got this. This was my idea for a superhero. As you can see, looks very Kamen Rider-esque, or Power Rangers-esque. So, probably the story will probably move toward that, just like I mentioned in the stream. But here he is. It's one of the concept designs for him. It's not the final product. I have another one that I'm far more happier with that will probably end up being the final design. But this is one of the many designs this character has gone through over the course of several years. And I do mean years. But there's him. His name's kind of Archer, but I don't really know if that's going to stick as a name. But what the character's name will be, I don't know that yet, but that's him. We also have sorry about that, female character that was going to be a part of the story. Her situation has changed quite a bit, but right now this is kind of one of the designs for her. I think it's a pretty nice drawing, all things considered. I did use a reference photo from a comic book. I think it was one of the 90s X-Men comics with Storm as a reference. But I think it's a pretty cool looking character. Like I said, a lot of these were incomplete or unfinished. There are also a lot of blank pages, I will also point out. So let's just kind of skip to where I can show you another picture. Okay, here we go. Here's another picture of a very angry looking individual. This is another idea for a different project. This is probably one of the pictures that looks really off, if you couldn't tell. I'm still kind of learning. I'm still learning and growing, so sometimes I look at older pictures, I'm like, God, dear God, that looks terrible. That kind of, in comparison to like a couple of the other pictures you'll see in here, this one's pretty below bar. Oh, there's another picture on the other side. But we have another lady. her name was Keiko. And 2 different ideas for the character. And there's another face for another female character. I really do not like the way I did the kind of hair pattern here. It was a lot of just random sketch etches. It looks a bit odd. I don't know if I would recommend doing that if you are trying to learn how to draw. Especially when drawing hair. Probably not a good idea. We have a head for a very angry looking dude. Or member of an evil organization, perhaps? Or something else? Who knows? Just a dude. Very scary looking dude. I actually quite like that one. I think it's a pretty good one. Here's that picture of the character again, only in a full outfit. When I look at the outfit now, it looks more like he's in a school uniform. Not sure why, but I mean, it looks like he's in a school uniform. I don't think that was my original intention, but that's what he kind of looks like now. I also had an idea for a uniform or costume for him. This is kind of what I came up with. I think it looks pretty cool, but I don't think it would fit in that story, so it probably won't end up there. But I like this design. I think it looks really cool. Might be used for something else. We've got a random character. Another random character. I'm going to kind of skip past these. These aren't very interesting. Another random character. A young lady. Random character number 500. Here's another picture of the character. This time it's in color. Don't really think it's all that impressive. My proportions at this point in time were really bad. So, not a huge fan of it. But let's move on. Here's that character from the front of the book. And a couple of the designs that I came up with later on. I'm not a huge fan of the human head. Because the human head looks very childlike. And I don't want that. The lower one's a bit better, where he looks angry. And I tried to do profile of the helmet. I don't think it turned out too great, but yeah, I think this was pretty much the final design for the helmet, almost, give or take. And I think it looks pretty cool. We have a shaded version right here that also looks pretty dope. I think it looks pretty good, but you guys can tell me what you think down below. Okay, so we got the mysterious subject again with the jacket. Subject X, I like to call him. But here's a colored picture where you can see it looks a bit better. The side view picture is a little awkward, I can tell, because it has his chin here, or not his chin, but his cheek here looks way too big. So I'm not too thrilled about that. But there's that. Here's kind of probably the final draft of the character's uniform or outfit that he'd be wearing. Very casual, very street level, but I think it looks pretty cool. Here's the young lady again, only she's been updated, clearly. And it finally stuck with a hairstyle that I liked. But she looks pretty good. I think that this is quite the nice picture, if I do say so myself. And then there's a full picture of her, which isn't too bad. I think the shading's a bit off, now that I'm looking at it from afar. Not the best. Okay, this is just a random sketch I had. It's totally incomplete. I was trying to find a pose for a character. I was going to be making kind of like a thief-esque character with a cane. This was one of the concept designs I came up with, not design, but the look I came up with, and it just does not work as well as I was hoping. The pose itself kind of looks kind of shit. Here's another one with the same character in mind. Still not very good. Misproportioned. This one I think's a bit better. But the head is a bit too large for the design. But I think for character design, it's not too bad. I think I'll probably alter it over time. Because I'm thinking, I put too many characters in jackets. So I think I should switch it up a bit and try something different with this one. Not sure what. Maybe a cape. Not really sure. But yeah, that's that design. Oh, we've reached blank page territory again. There's a picture in here, but I'm pretty sure you guys probably can't really see it very well. It was for an RPG style character that I was thinking of making. And as you can see, there's another picture with a different design that looks kind of cool, but this was a few years ago, and the design and the not the proportions so much as the way his arms are built and the way they're positioned look weird and funky. But we'll just move on from that. Okay, so here we go. This is the this was one of the space epics a space epic I was talking about. And we've got the main character here. I really like this particular design. Nice clean cut hair, very blonde. Kind of can see where I'm going with like the uniforms. Still need to work on the 3-point perspective pictures. Kind of a picture idea for the whole uniform. I don't think it looks too bad, but you guys can tell me what you think of these uniform designs in the comments. Blank page. We have this character who is a part of it, but I think I revised her. So I think, yeah, on the other side, there's another design that I actually liked a bit more for her hair and whatnot. So I think we'll probably go with that one. Think it looks better. Here's her uniform. We're just going to kind of move ahead. We've got an alien race. But yes, I know, he looks like an elf. Pretty much. But that was kind of what I was going for anyway. Basically a space elf. But, yeah. I think that he looks really nice. I think I did a pretty good job. He's a very attractive man. Yeah, I didn't revise him at all. I'm actually quite proud of that one. Sometimes pictures get stuck. Okay, yeah, there's nothing on those pages. We have the doctor character, but I revised her outfit a bit. She's kind of right here. Probably can't see her very well. We have a young hotshot character here, which I think is a very cool looking character, by the name of Lance. I really do like his design. I think I did a pretty good job. I kind of like the hairstyle I gave him and whatnot. I think it looks pretty good. You guys can tell me. I like that variant. I think I did a good job. I actually really kind of like the way I colored a lot of these pictures too. Okay, we got another. We have like an android character. I think, and was going to be probably considerably younger than most of the crew in some form or another. I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, she was 17 in robot years or whatever the heck you want to say. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good design. I didn't switch or change that because I was actually quite content with that. We got a mean dude. Got a mean black dude who was the captain. Looks like he's seen some combat. He's seen some shit. It's pretty cool looking. I know, stereotypes. Oh no, heaven forbid. More empty pages. A character. This is a female character that I revised. And I think the revision is on the other side. Yes, it is. We also have this character here, but we'll get back to her. Got this one. I kind of liked this hairstyle a bit more. I think it fits her a bit better. And she looks kind of cool. Then we got an engineer who's very pretty. And I don't know if I have any other pictures in here. I don't know. Hold on a second. I don't think I do. Oh, that's riveting content, I'm sure. No, nothing really else. I do have a couple other random pictures here. We got a Wonder Woman picture that I kind of was doodling. I think it looks okay. Could be better. And we have a Superman one that I tried out. Not too happy with the final result, but it looks kind of neat. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. It's a random one, I know. But I thought that I would share this with you guys because some of you wanted to know, like, what I draw, how it looks, and whatnot. So I thought, what the heck, I'll share it with you. I might share more in the future. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. It's a bit long, but I greatly appreciate it. Please, as always, do not forget to leave me a like, shoot me a comment. Hey, subscribe if you're new here. I greatly appreciate the support. Do not, also, you know, hit notifications, all that good jazz, all the fun stuff. Tell me how I can improve these pictures. Please let me know. I greatly appreciate the input. And as always, do not forget to raise your nerd flags high, and I will see you next time. Nightwolf's out. Bye.